Hi, this is John with stoutography.com, and this is our very first episode of taking photos at night with no flash. In other words, it is night photography. What we're going to do, we're going to do some little bit of segments. We're going to do 3 segments. I'm going to show you the equipment that I'm using, and then I'm going to show you this setup, and then the last part of it is going to be the actual photo. We're going to show you the photo and then post-edit. I'll get in depth with post-editing and the software that I use. But right now, this is just a little introduction of what we're doing. And right now, the equipment I'm using, this is a Manfrotto 294 tripod with a Canon 7D with a Canon 2470 f2.8L lens. And also, don't forget, it says stoutography, and I am drinking Guinness. So that is the equipment that I'm using, and the other thing that I'm going to need, I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to be using, don't forget the shutter release, because this is going to be very important when you're doing long exposures, because that's what we're going to be doing, is long exposure. So this is a very important tool. I forgot to mention this. And this other little thing here, I'm going to try and get it real close into the camera, is just a little whisk with steel wool and a bungee cord tied to it. And also we're going to be using a 9-volt battery to light the steel wool. You're thinking, what the heck is this guy doing? He's drinking Guinness and he's going to be lighting steel wool with the battery. Well, you will see exactly what we're going to do. We're going to light the steel wool, we're going to cause sparks, we're going to catch it, and it's going to be a fabulous picture. Okay, so now again, I'm going to be using a Manfrotto tripod. This is a very, very sturdy tripod. The most important thing that you need when you're doing night photography is a steady tripod. And also the second most important thing is a shutter release, so that way you can control the shutter. These are going to be long exposures, so you want to have control of the shutter. There might be, 5-10 seconds depending on what we're going to be doing. I'm not sure. This is probably going to maybe last maybe 5 seconds, maybe a little bit longer. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure how long this is going to burn. But we're going to ignite this. We're going to capture it, let it burn until we run out, and then close the shutter. You can do it by timer, but it's just a lot easier by using the remote shutter. All right. So go ahead, bud, and hit that, and then we'll do the setup. Hi, this is John with Stoutography, and this is going to be the setup for our steel wool burn. We're actually going to use it in front of my house because this actually does quite a bit of sparks, and I want to make sure I have something adequate to put out the sparks if need be. I got to do this real quick because I'm in front of my house. I'm actually in the middle of the street, so this is going to be very quick, so please bear with me. We're using a Canon 7D with a 2470 f2.8. I'm actually got the zoom set out to infinity. I'm going to set the camera up to ISO 100, and I'm going to use my shutter release. And I think I'm going to let this go for possibly 5 seconds, depending on how long these sparks go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my battery. Let me put this down. I'm going to use the 9-volt battery to spark the steel wool, and once it starts to ignite, I'm going to spin it. Okay, and maybe we can actually, once I get this shot set up, maybe I can capture it on video, everything of what we're doing. But I need to be careful of the equipment because actually, again, I'm in the street. I apologize just because this is a busy street, and I don't want my equipment to be hit or anybody just to come and hit the car and whatever else. But I'm going to kind of do this real quick, and hopefully we're going to capture this. So again, ISO 100. The focus is at infinity. I'm in front of my house, and buddy, if you can just pan around to the house, I want to get a shot of the house, so that way you can see it as it is dark. There you go. So that's my house. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see it, but at least you can get a good idea of what the house is going to look like. And again, it's totally dark. I only have a little street light behind me, So I'm not really worried about that. It's just more about the technique than the actual shot. I just wanted to be able to let you see exactly what we're doing. Again, these are just minimal stuff that you can use in your house. So, but if you want, go ahead and kill this, and maybe we can set it up so that way we can capture a video of actually doing it. But we actually need a third hand, so my camera guy is actually going to do the release while I'm spinning this. So it might not be possible, but we'll try and figure something out. So we're just going to regroup for a second, and then we're going to try and take this shot. Cut it, bud. Alright, this is John with Photography. This is the actual setup of actually not the setup, but the actual shot. The camera setup. We took first shot and we were a little bit too close, so we're going to step back a little bit. It was kind of a test shot, but again, we're using steel wool. I'm going to use a 9-volt battery, and we're going to record as much as we can of the actual shot. So we're just going to leave the camera going. You're going to hear me and my videographer communicating when to take the shot and various stuff, but hopefully you're going to be able to capture what I'm actually doing so you can see it real time. So we're going to go and do this, so just stay tuned and watch the magic happen. Keep it going. Don't let it stop, just let it go. Alright, I'm going to come a little bit closer this time. And when I tell you to go, go.